Recording now. 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Ah, here we go. Now, along here we have Captain Scarlet and the Angel Interceptor, one of the Angels, and then there's the SPV and the. Sorry, this is the SPV. This is the SPC. These are all models made by Rosenthal back in the 1960s. Now they're very rare, very collectible, and there's a 0X. Of course, Lincoln International did Stingray, which is a very nice model. And up here we have some characters of Captain Scarlet, and there's some here that were made by a lady called Mary McLaughlin, who worked for Weta Workshops for Peter Jackson, doing Lord of the Rings, and she actually made these figures. Not very many of them as far as I know, but she didn't like the commercial ones that were being sold in the shops, and she decided to make her own ones, and she made a really nice job of these. These are top class. In fact, they're better than top class. Anyway, along here we have a collection of Fab 1s, and these are Lincolns. These are all Lincoln Fab 1s as I pan along. There's about 5 different ones there all together, different colour variations, wheel variations, etc. And below it we have some Fab 1s. These are also very collectible, made by another company called JR21 Rosenthal. There's a remote control one there, and then there's also the friction drive. Along here, as I pan along, there's more Rosenthal Thunderbird models. These are a combination of part of my collection and a friend who has helped me over the years with many things. And up here on this shelf we have more Lincoln, boy oh boy, a Lincoln toy models. There's quite a few variations. I've got about 3 Thunderbird 1s, 3 Thunderbird 2s, 3 Thunderbird 3s, which I haven't, one that's not on display, about 3 Thunderbird 4s. They're all different variations. And also, it's a shame Lincoln never made the Thunderbird 5, which is one down here, which was made by Rosenthal, JR21 Rosenthal, around about 1967. In the back you can see some of the Terrahawks figures. Terrahawks perhaps not as popular as Thunderbirds, but it's still all part of Gerry Anderson's brilliant arrangement of programs that he made, puppets. Absolutely brilliant man. And along here we have some of the product enterprises. These are Space 1999 Eagles and Eagle Freighters, Eagle Transporters, Eagle Medical Lab, etc. Next row up I have a lot of Dinky toy Gerry Anderson models. Again, they're a combination of my collection and a friend's. There's the very scarce Budgie supercar. One of these sold in auction up in Auckland in 2007 for around about $1,200–$1,300. Very rare, very rare. Next row up we have some more Gerry Anderson, or from Shadowmobiles, from UFO series. In fact, this whole row is dedicated to the UFO series, apart from the Eagle Freighter here. So that's quite amazing. Along here I have more Dinkies. Sam's car out of Joe 90. There's some really amazing variations here. Some of them are quite rare. One of them is really super rare. It's the fluoro orange model. And here's Stripey the Magic Mini. And along here Thunderbird 2, the blue one, which I never really liked. And the MSV out of Captain Scarlet. Next row down we have the Fab 1s out of Thunderbirds. There's all different variations. The fluorescent pink Fab 1, and also the Fab 1 with the black seats, which is quite rare. I rate it, I think it's rarer than the fluoro one. I've seen less of them around. Along here there's some Thunderbird 2s, Joe 90's car, SPC out of Captain Scarlet, SPVs out of Captain Scarlet, all Dinky toys. Next row down the supercar, the product enterprises, beautiful models they put out. they'll have their day one day. This is remote control Thunderbird 2. And coming along here we have to the James Bond collection. I'll just pan across to a lot of different models and sets, Corgi Junior sets, which are quite rare. Some of the larger 1/18th scale Bond cars. The infamous James Bond Aston Martin DB5, and there's some other models down here. This is the whole James Bond section, section 1. And here we have some Doctor Who items. I'll just pan very quickly along here, and you can see that there's some interesting sets all put out by Character, a company called Character. They put out some beautiful figures over the last 7 or 8 years. The 11 Doctors sets, Daleks. Everybody wants a Dalek. And they speak. This one particularly speaks, talks. And there's a few more items along here, down there. And then across the wall, across the aisle, I've actually got a wall full of figures pinned on the back. I double use my units. I was shelving on one side and I pinned figures up on the other, which makes a really interesting display. Some of these figures, the black and white figures of the first Doctor, that was William Hartnell, and also the second Doctor, there's Patrick Troughton. These figures are quite scarce, only 1,500 of each made. Quite very limited, pretty much to the United States. The San Diego Comic Convention. There's some more figures here of the different Doctors, all packaged, beautifully packaged. Amazing figures that they've put out. It's amazing what can be done. And then on the back I've got some more James Bond figures up here. There's Oddball and James Bond in his fishing gear, and up top we've got some of the Corgi Junior, well, not Corgi Junior, the later sort of juniors, but came out about 10 years ago. And then there's the Johnny Lightning series, which is basically a copy of the Corgi, using the same castings, etc. There's more Bond, just goes on and on. Then there's some more Stingray and Thunderbirds, Captain Scarlet. So I pan up to some of the figures. I collected a lot of Thunderbirds figures, a lot of variations, any variations on variations. So away we go, down the rows, lots and lots of them. I think I've got about 40 to 50, 45 altogether I think I've got. They issued one set of 10 figures in the set. And there's some more Thunderbird 1s and 3s and Fab 1s. I've got one here signed by Gerry himself. That's an original signature of the man Gerry Anderson, who gave us all these beautiful things. Anyway, some of the rare Captain Scarlet figures these are the more commoner ones. The rarer ones, there was about 4 they put out in a very short production run, 2003. There's some more Thunderbird items here on card. It's the actual Soundtech series. I think it still works. The Thunderbird 5 still works, I think. I'll give it a whirl once I find the button, which is here somewhere on the top. There we go.
Father, 10 people are trapped.
Yeah, 10 people are trapped, Father. Got my cord in the way of the camera, never mind. Anyway, I'll go and unload this. It's quite an amazing little collection, as you can see. This is just one aisle. It's about 4 metres long, this aisle. Good 4 metres. So, there we have it. I'll be taking some more videos soon. I've got more to show. And oh, there's some Star Trek pinned up on the wall. Star Trek Next Generation, very nice. Okay, I better close down.